Here's a video of our Black Widow car, 1958 Belvedere, that we're going to list for sale. It's a patina project car. It's you got the best of both worlds. You can drive it just like it is and enjoy it, or you can basically continue to restore it as you're driving it. It's got all the hard to get parts that it takes to restore one of these to make it a show car like this, my good Christine car here, for about a third of the money. So let's just kind of do a walk around video. It is a 1958 Belvedere with a 1957 392 Hemi. Wait till you see underneath the hood here in a little bit. I do have exhaust dumps on the car. They're open so you can hear the nice sound by the car. The name of this car is Black Widow. There's another video from the previous owner about the car that explains all the history. In short, 3 previous owners that have owned this car have passed away, and that's how the car has passed on. But the good news is, the owner prior to me, and I'm still alive as I'm making this video, maybe the curse is gone on this car, and it'll go to a good home to somebody that wants to restore it and make it a car of their dreams. I would finish it to a higher level, but I have another car that we're already working on that we're actually going to take to Barrett Jackson in October. That's going to be a twin to my red car. So don't have the time or the funds to do both at the same time. We just got this car picked up from Randy, my guy who did all the interior in that one. Just show you the inside of the car. It's not a full restoration, but it's really nice, where we put new carpet in it, sound matting, what have you. Here's the door panels. The car does have power windows, which is a plus. Let's look inside here. It's been idling outside. You can see it's got decent oil pressure. It's been running outside 190 degrees in idle with the hood shut. The gauges don't work on the dash, but the speedometer does. It's got this gauge cluster. It's something that could be all got working again if you want. Push button shift that works. The headliner is not in the car. It was all white primed and everything. We do not have a headliner. We're going to leave it just like it is. It's got a new package tray back there. It's got the deluxe steering wheel. On the power windows, they all work really good by this control. This is the one that we got working. The other 3 controls are in the car, but they're not working. It might be just a bad connection. Don't know what it is, haven't investigated, but as long as they work here, we're in good shape. So you can see here how they go down. That one goes down. This one goes down too, all the way down. That one there goes down. If you know anything about those cars, that's incredible that this is doing this right now. My good Christine car, I can't even hardly get the back windows down and up. And then obviously they'll all go back up too, but I'll leave them down for now. We see this one's going up and what have you. But they do all go back up too as well. Got all the dual antennas, got all the stainless pieces, even got the long ones right here. Look inside the trunk here. Move this over to the side here. Some sound matting. All this stuff that was in the floors. And then there's the other control that goes with the car as well. The inside of this trunk I cleaned up. I didn't restore it. Had some holes that I filled with fiberglass, but it's just all driver's quality. Like I said, you can leave it just like it is and drive it and enjoy it. Doesn't have any gaping holes or anything like that in it, but it's all cleaned up to where it's a decent trunk and what have you. It's a clear car cover. I'll give you that too as well if you want it. It goes over the car to keep the dust out of it. The brakes work phenomenal on the car. Probably the best thing about the car is the brakes. Power brakes under it. You'll see in a little bit. You see the body side of the car here. It does have some rust in the car. The floor pans were patched by the previous owner. Just some Rust right there in the rocker panels. Dive underneath here. There's the double exhaust. Nice stone guards. The one thing really good about the car is the doors. Underneath here, no rust. Some more rust areas right there. Here's the beautiful 392 57 Hemi. Starts and runs good. When it's a cold start, sometimes you got to spray a little ether in here. Somebody could probably adjust some of the carbs, make it run a little bit better. I do have a new front suspension on the car, and I got new shocks that are coming too. Car needs to be aligned and the shocks put on. I'll at least do the shocks and what have you for the car. Got a blower motor, it's not hooked up. Trying to think what else. We do have horns that I added on there, but they're not wired. There may be some wiring somewhere on the car that just the wire's not out here. Does have power steering, power brakes, nice chrome air cleaners. See the killer Hemi valve covers. All the wings are on the car. They're not connected, so they shake a little bit, which is kind of part of the theme. So the brackets are not on those wings. You can get those if you don't want those wings to move a little bit, but I kind of like the theme of it. Darnells tonight, that's just a decal that'll come off. All this red patina that you see on the car, you can take that off. If you take lacquer thinner to it, it will come off. I just have not cleared it yet, and I'm just letting it sit there and kind of, you know, age a little bit before we do any clear. I'm not gonna do any clear just in case somebody wants to take that red off and make it all black. But I like it just the way it is. It looks really cool to me, but I'm a Christine guy, of course. Let's go underneath this side. Here's your stone guards. There's the rust that's in the car. Again, if you could leave it like it is and drive it, that's artwork. If you want a show car, you have to fix all this and you can have a real cleaned up, nice, factory black 58 Belvedere. There was the biggest hole there underneath that was fixed by a previous owner. Somebody's door doesn't shut. There we go, got it open. Door under the jams right here. You see in really good shape. Some more on the inside of the car. Again, it's just the only thing on the transmission, I will say, when it's cold, it's a little sluggish to start, to move in forward. It works in reverse, so you gotta let the transmission warm up a little bit to try to get it to where it drives right off the bat when it's cold. Once it's warmed up, it drives real well, and I guess that's a sign that the seals are older, and it probably could use a set of seals, or just be patient, it'll start working. But once it starts working, it works really well. Put it in drive right here. Have a pair of pliers out there. Get the idea here. Nice little test drive. Again, we got the exhaust open. Go to neutral, hit reverse. The brakes are phenomenal on the car. Best brakes I've had on all of them, including my four-wheel disc brakes that are on my Christine car. Neutral there. Here's the switch right here for the exhaust. Just raise it up here and I'll quiet it up as a church mouse. See how quiet it is? Sounds like a sewing machine. You can hear yourself talk and what have you in here. But really, this car has a lot of potential. Or you could just drive it the way it is and enjoy it and work on it as you're driving it, as you're you know, using it and what have you. All the hard to get parts are on this car, and they're obviously going to stay on the car too, because it's a complete car. You can see there's a, you know, what I would say is a Christine show car. But again, that's a $150,000 car, and this is a third of the price in the 50s, so you can't hardly beat it for the money. Let me open this up. I just like the sound of that. So you can hear it. There you go. Let's go ahead and raise these windows up. There we go in the back. Look at how sweet that is. Come up with this one right here. Up with that one. I would love to switch this over and have this on my good Christine car, but obviously I'm not going to do that. It's a lot of work. So this is a factory 58 Belvedere with power windows, and I think it's a factory black car. There's the VIN number right there on it. Other than that, one thing that it could be improved is you could do a complete wiring kit, take the old wiring out, do that new. One of the things I was going to do, but my mechanic is tied up on the power tour and doing two other LS swaps and not going to be available to do it. But it doesn't really need it at this level. You can just drive it and enjoy it. One last walk around here. And I could FaceTime you or call and send more video if you want to see anything. You can fly into St. Louis, do whatever you want to do. Look at the car. Evil Fury. Again, this is the Black Widow car. Check out the page that's on YouTube from the previous owner. It tells you all about the car and what have you. Here's just a sneak peek of our Christine car. And here's our Black Widow car, 58 Belvedere. Power window, 392 Hemi.